All right, guys, what's up? Welcome back. So, it has happened yet again. And this is just kind of the name of the game. Whenever you shoot enough, it's going to end up happening to you. But out here running my trusty 10.5, and I have burnt out yet another barrel. You can see like that one there, for instance, kind of went a little bit oblong. These are going in completely sideways. The reasoning for that is the rifling on the muzzle end is shot out, and what'll end up happening is it'll dish like a cone. So there's going to be an area in there where you're going to end up having some, I guess, sort of free bore where the bullet will destabilize and it'll end up coming out sideways, and that's called keyholing. I am not 100% sure on the exact round count on this. I've kind of given up just keeping exact round counts. If I had to guess, I would say that this barrel is probably somewhere in the mid to late 20,000s for round count. Now, before I get guys saying, "Ooh, that didn't last very long at all," barrel life results, there is no exact amount to how long a barrel is actually going to last. Even whenever you're talking about running, well, let me rephrase that. Between 4150 chrome moly steel, like with nitride, and then cold hammer forged chrome lining, there's not really a set round count for how long a barrel will last. Sometimes cold hammer forged barrels will last less time. Sometimes nitrides will last longer. Sometimes vice versa. Sometimes you might get lucky and you get a barrel that lasts 80,000 rounds. Sometimes you might get unlucky and a barrel only lasts like 10,000 rounds. Big part of it is also going to be the amount that you're actually putting down the gun at a time. So how hot you're getting it, how many heat cycles you're getting it through. If you're just coming out and you're running like 100 round range days where you're letting the gun cool and it's never really getting super hot, that barrel is going to last a lot longer than, say, the guy that is coming out and really pushing them guns hard, suppressed, sending 1,000 rounds, 1,500 rounds down range in a day, really putting the gun through its paces, really turning hard. That barrel isn't going to last nearly as long. I've had cold hammer forged chrome line barrels. I've had nitride barrels. The last cold hammer forged barrel I had lasted about 22,000 rounds before it was keyholing like this. This one's late 20s. The last Roscoe I changed out, I want to say it was either 23 or 26,000 rounds before I changed it out, and it wasn't necessarily keyholing yet, but the accuracy has started to open up, which is what I noticed with this about a month back. I come out here and actually testing it, and my groups started to open up, and that is a sign that your barrel life is coming to an end. And that's kind of a tall tale sign for it. Same reason I changed my 14.5 barrel out. The accuracy opened way up on that last 14.5 barrel. It wasn't quite to the point of keyholing like this. It's risky doing this because if you're running a gun suppressed, I've got a 30 caliber on there, so I wasn't as worried about it. And I come out here and I did this unsuppressed because I had one round the other day end up impacting the target sideways. Come out here today, I fired the first 30 round magazine and I had one impacting sideways. And I did this group, I just mag dumped the 30 round magazine from about 50 yards, and I had one come out, and then I come up closer to about 15 yards and I fired a couple in it right here, and I had one land sideways. I also had one go really high, which is, you can see that round kind of went in oblong. You can see the shape of the impact. So that's another telltale sign. You get rearward flyers like that. And then I aimed at this little C right here and fired a bunch more. And you can see I got 1, 2, 3. That one went in oblong. So 4, 5. Is what it is, guys. Name of the game. You shoot enough. This is what's going to end up happening. But something to watch out for. Barrels are perishable items. Just like your bolt carrier groups, just like your extractors, your gas rings, all those things are consumables. Is what it is. I'll end up getting this thing changed out. I'm probably going to put an Expo Arms 10.3 chrome line barrel in there, just kind of help with corrosion resistance. The 10.3 is also not a government profile, it's a SOCOM. So it'll help with the heat mitigation with them high round counts a little bit better than the government one will, and I won't notice the stringing from the rounds from the barrel getting hot quite as much. It's been a good run for this old girl. It's gone through quite a bit of abuse. I am not at all upset about it. It just kind of is what it is.